myself up, turn the world on its head. Don't forget what my mama said. People talking since the beginning of time. Unless they paying your bills, pay them bitches no mind. And if I fly or if I fall, at least I can say I gave it all. And if I fly or if I fall, I'm on my way. Now sissy that wow. Better beware, ain't no tea, ain't no shade. But at the same time, bitches better get out the way. I'm a femme queen, mother of the house of no shame. My pussy is on fire, now kiss the flame. And if I fly or if I fall, at least I can say I gave it all. And if I fly or if I fall, I'm on my way. Now sissy that wow. Now sissy that wow.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Talk Time. I'm Etta Buffet, and my guest this evening is the one, the talented, oh my God, I'm so excited, Ruby Slippers, a drag artist.
Good evening. Hello.
How are you? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you. How are
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you just a little bit delayed. I can hear you. You're just very delayed.
Oh, we got a little bit delay, have we?
Yes, you're very delayed.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see how we go.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. And then, yeah, so we'll crack on anyway. Do you like my new nails?
Oh, I love your nails. I got some nails as well. I'm getting into the routine of things now. So
Fabulous. These
yes.
are from Cara's Claws.
Cara's Claws. Oh, I'll have to
Yes.
check them out.
Indeed. All the way based in here in Swansea.
Oh, wow. I will have to check that out. Give me the details later and I'll have a look.
I'll give you the details, babe. Don't you worry. So, yes, you're keeping well?
I'm very well. How is lockdown with you? How have things been?
Well, lockdown's been very busy with me. I got myself a temporary job in a fabulous, wonderful local supermarket, which I'm doing crowd control with my claws.
Oh, absolutely. You're weaning them in and weaning them out.
Oh, I am indeed, love. I feel like a bouncer on the door, but just with a friendly face.
And how are
Yes,
you
indeed.
enjoying that?
Do you know what? It's been
A
a bit of
bit
a shock.
different.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a shock to the system because obviously I've only ever used to be doing the drag or the entertaining side of things. So yeah, going into what I call a normal 9 to 5 job during a pandemic has been it's been a new experience.
New experience for you. Oh, bless you.
Indeed,
It's
indeed,
all
indeed.
new for us, though, isn't it? It's all new for us. It's
Yeah,
very strange. A lot of us are all, doing live things like this on,
yeah,
on Facebook to keep everyone entertained. So
of
it's
course.
very, very different. Have you got a
Mm.
drink, or are you not drinking today?
No, I am indeed drinking. I've got my beautiful cherry and wonderful brandy.
I got a little bit of martini and lemonade, love. I've got to keep a clear head for tomorrow.
Oh, what's happening tomorrow? Tell me, tell me, tell me.
Oh, I've only got to go to the post office and do a few bits, and
Oh, posting anything nice?
only a few things to my mother. Even though I saw her yesterday, I'm going to post a few things to her tomorrow. So
And you're picking up your gyro, let's be honest.
I'm picking up the gyro. Yeah, well, we've got to do what we've got to do these days, haven't we?
Well, I know. And are you still working throughout lockdown? What's with Etta?
No, I've not been working at the moment. I'm just taking a bit of time off and process things to see where I'm going and what I'm going to do.
Nice.
And I'm here with the dogs and having a walk over Butte Park in the evenings, as you do.
Butte Park in the evenings.
Butte Park in the evenings. Well,
I bet
I've
there's
got
a few
a
more
red five
dogs
or a
sleeping.
tenner somewhere, haven't I?
Well, this is it, my lovely. This is it. Yes.
Right, let's have a little quick look and see who we've got on.
Yes. What page is it on, babe? So I can share
It's
it.
it's on the WoW page, my darling.
Thank you, love. I should
It's
have
on the
known
WoW
that.
page, and it's on Etta's page as well.
Oh, lovely.
So we got Gypsy Divine is watching. Hello, darling.
Oh, she made my outfit. She did. My gorgeous Gypsy Divine made this outfit.
Yes, no, I did see that. She's made you a couple of outfits, hasn't she?
Oh, babe, stack, babe. She's been busy on that sewing machine. Proof, proof.
Well,
Yes.
between me and you, I've asked her to do me a couple of outfits as well. So,
Love, they don't do them in your size. I'm sorry. They don't do them in your size.
mind you, I have put a little bit of weight on at the moment. So,
Oh, I wasn't on about your size, love. I wasn't on about your size. You know, with a body like yours, I'd wear cling film.
wow. It doesn't look like at the moment. Actually, if you saw the photo, if you saw the live on Sunday, you would have seen everything. I had no knickers on and all sorts.
What was I doing? I was picking my nose on Sunday. Sorry, love. I was busy.
You're having a bit of a pick, were you?
Oh, love. I was digging deep in there, my love.
We got Charlie Banks on. We got Chloe Clark. Hello, evening to you all.
Good evening.
Josh Green. Good evening to you, Josh.
Stunning.
So, shall we get stuck into a few little questions?
Oh, do you know what? I think that would be a fabulous idea.
And you're looking absolutely gorgeous tonight.
Well, thank you very much, and same to you, my darling sister.
Thank you very much. I do try,
Well,
I
you
do.
tried. You tried. Did you know B&Q's now open, so you can get your polyfiller?
That's true, but I need buckets of it, mind you.
Try maybe ground cement.
Our first question: what are you missing? Being in lockdown. Obviously, I know you're working in Tesco's, but what are you actually missing in lockdown?
Who's that from?
That's from Jason Parsons.
Well, Jason, what I've been missing throughout lockdown, I've really been missing going out gigging. Like, I've really missed doing the ladies' nights, the hen parties, the social clubs, the theatres. I've really missed performing in a venue. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's that little social contact with everyone, isn't it?
That's it. Socially, making sure that you're having a conversation with people who you're working with, having that audience rapport, because it's really difficult being online to actually trying to get an reaction from something.
Yeah, and you've got to rely on, because I rely on the comments on a Sunday, yes. and if I haven't got those comments, I have nothing to work with. So it's hard, isn't it? It's very hard.
Of course, it's really difficult. you know, fair play to these people who do it on a regular basis. Now, I was doing it regular, and then things got busy with work, so I kind of now do it when I can. So yeah.
That comes to our next question, actually. Your first live that you did on Facebook.
Indeed.
Tell us a little bit about that. Now, that reached over 9,000, is it?
9,000 views on the day, and then over the course of the evening and Saturday morning, it went up to 100,000 views.
Now, how did that make you feel when you was like,
well,
when you saw all that?
Yeah, when I was performing the show in my garden, I didn't know because I set my phone up further out in the garden, so I couldn't actually see how many views. I couldn't see the comments. So I was so lucky that my neighbours came out to watch the show and have a lovely time. And it wasn't until the end when my mum said to me, "Go and get your phone. Make sure you pack it away." And as I saw, you probably see my face reaction when I scroll up. You can just see my face goes 9,000, 9,000. And it was just a shock. And when it got to 100,000 by the Saturday, and like I had interviews with the local radio station, The Wave and BBC and all that, it was unreal, babes.
Oh, it was fab. Even when I was watching it, I was even counting them going up. I was like, "Oh my God, look." And I was saying to Gail, my reporter on a Sunday, I was saying to Ed, I was like, "Gail, look, Ruby's got this, Ruby's got that." And it was going up. I was getting so excited for you.
It was going, and I didn't know. And I could see loads of people commenting, going, "Look how many views. Oh, let's get it to, 8,000. Let's get a..." Babes, I'm very lucky sometimes if I get 11 people watching my live, if I'm just doing a makeup one, or, if I'm sat there chatting away. But 9,000 for somebody who's just local, in Swansea, and I do travel around, the UK, but it's unreal.
And it was fantastic. I really, I applaud you for that. It was your first live as well, so we didn't know how things were going to go, do we? Because doing our live things on Facebook, it's a new world what we're doing, and
new world.
You didn't even know if you had any neighbours come out. You got on with it, and you did it, and you did absolutely fantastic. So I applaud you on that, my darling.
Thank you so much.
So now we need to get you a bit higher. So in the next one, we need to get you sort of round about the 25, 30,000 now.
And I've been live since then, but I haven't had that many. But for me, it's not about the views. It's for actually people at home just having that little bit of enjoyment, whether I'm doing it to one person or 100,000 or, whoever. I don't mind who.
Yeah, that's it.
Or how many.
Even when I started with this, I started with, I think about 15 when I first did it, and each week on a Sunday, it goes up and up and up. And I believe the last couple of Sundays, my friend Julie's been messaging me and she's like, "Do you realise you've got 100 and something people watching you?" And I'm like,
"That's amazing."
Really? I'm like, "Are you sure?" She's like, yeah. Well, look. So I'm really pleased that even if you just entertain a few people, it's, I'm not in the numbers. I'm just so glad that I've got people that support me and watch me on a Sundays as well.
And that's it. It's all about people supporting you and having just a wonderful time.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, my darling.
Have a little drink.
Oh yeah, chin chin, my love.
Chin chin. Should we cheers on the screen? I don't know if we can do that. Can we do that here? Oh, I'm not very good with this.
Have you been doing those TikTok things that I've had a go?
The only thing I like with TT is Tic Tacs. Blooming TikTok. That's what a clock does, love.
Everyone's doing them. I've had a go. I have downloaded it and I've tried to do these split screen things. And
do you know what? I really struggle with enjoying somebody else getting a laugh of somebody else's funny. I really struggle with that.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It's like maybe doing the Sarah Millican one, like the cake pigeon. Like that does make me laugh when she does it. But when I've seen other people redo it, I'm a bit like,
you don't get the reaction that you've seen it first of all, someone doing it.
Yeah, and I mean, like a lot of my friends have been doing them. Like my friend Beth. You know Beth?
Yes, I know Beth. Yep.
Lesbian Beth.
Yeah.
The one that will build you a wall and knock it down in the same day. That type of Beth.
Fantastic. Bring around.
Yeah. She's been doing TikToks and she's incredible at them. She's had so many views with those. Honestly, she's been doing fabulous.
But people just do TikToks. I see one the other day on there and they were just painting the door. And it got over 5,000 views or something.
Was that person topless?
No.
Oh.
You just saw his hand.
His hand?
Yeah, his hand.
Mind you, that with my nails, I could be a model.
Well, yes, you could. Yeah. Yeah.
I could be.
Yeah.
Just with my nails, though, you know.
Have we got any comments there? Has anyone said anything?
I would say I'm following it, love, but I don't like watching myself. I like talking about myself. Oh, mind you, that with my nails, I could be a model.
Gypsy put evening.
Well, we got 34 people watching.
We got 34. Jack Jenkins is watching.
Oh, is that my Jack Jenkins or your Jack Jenkins?
I think that's my Jack Jenkins. We could be your Jack Jenkins. My Jack Jenkins.
I don't know. I can't see.
Have a look at his profile picture.
Oh.
It's my friend Jack who hangs around with Gary.
So
there you go.
Drink.
Chin. Do I go that way?
Oh my word, ladies and gentlemen, Lems is in. The Lemonator is in now. If you don't know who Lems is, she's a lovely lady who I got to meet a couple of years ago when I was growing up doing lots of youth parliament stuff, and she was one of our leaders, and she's fantastic.
Oh, fab! Well, good evening.
Evening to you. At one of your buffets.
Sorry,
you would join us at one of your buffets.
Oh, definitely. We'll definitely do that. Randy Candy's watching. Hello, evening, Randy Candy.
Randy Candy, and talking about candy, look what I've got.
A box of candy.
A box of candy.
That's just fab. Where are they from?
They are Sweet Treats in Cardiff, everybody. So if you want a box of sweets like that, you need to get hold of Sweet Treats in Cardiff. And I tell you what, not to be missed.
I think I'm going to have to check them out. You know what I'm with the sweets.
I know, babes. You and your buffets. Oof,
me and my buffets. I am missing the buffets at the moment. And my Greggs.
Oh, I know you like Greggs, and I don't like Greggs.
See, I love Greggs. I can't wait for them to open back up.
I'm really lucky. My local bakery here in Swansea has opened back up.
Cream cakes.
Oh. Custard slice, and I mean a proper custard slice.
If I got in my car and I come down, do you think that's breaking the rules?
Is it more than 5 miles?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you, 5 miles is only a guidance level. If you can stretch from Cardiff to Swansea, good luck.
Mind you, it's essentials for me, isn't it? So I suppose it doesn't really matter.
It's food, it's essential, and you might have to travel with a bit of an eye covering and bit of a dodgy car as well. So.
Oh, I just put the makeup on, love. They won't recognise who I am then.
Yes, they might think you're somebody else.
Yes.
Indeed.
Right, so let's have a look, see what other questions we've got.
Oh, my gorgeous, lovely Craig Lee is saying, hi, Etta. Ooh.
Oh, who's that?
My lovely Craig Lee. He is from all the way up in the Midlands. Hi, Etta, and hi, Ruby, I think it says.
Oh, hello there, my darling. How are we?
Gorgeous.
Oh, is he?
Always lovely.
Well, do I need to check him out?
Well, he might not be your cup of tea, love, but I'll have the sugar.
Oh. I'll have a check out and then I'll let you know.
Check out. That's what I used to do at Tesco. Beep. Next.
Beep. Now you're a security guard.
You can't call it security, love. It's a puff in a fucking high vis.
I love it. Okay, so this where are we? Right. I'm not very good when it comes to technology. I've got all the questions on an iPad and it's playing up a little bit. So one moment.
Write them on paper, love.
There we go. I know I should just go back to paper, really. Paper. Be easier.
Yeah.
So what is Ruby's background and how did she come about? Okay. And this is from Amy Scott's.
Okay, good evening, Amy Scott. I don't know if you're watching. So where did Ruby Slippers come from? So before I was Ruby Slippers, I was known as another drag queen name. I was known as Dame Betty Lush, coming from my background in musical theatre and pantomime. So I first started off my drag, like exploring into drag, by doing panto. And I was doing it for a while, and then I had to have a name change for one reason or another. So yeah, I put a poll out on Facebook. What shall I rebrand myself as a drag queen? And because I do holiday parks, cruise ships, hotels, I thought I need a family-friendly name that will be able to sell. Because if I have a name that's a bit risque, I might not get the bookings for the holiday parks or the cruise ships. So it's really difficult to think of a name that is family friendly for a drag queen.
Yeah.
So what I did, I put a poll out on Facebook on my personal page. What should I be called? And well, with one thing or another, Ruby Slippers came about by two of my good friends, the wonderful Lisa Chris and Corinne Castini. They're amazing. They're two really close friends of mine that have helped me in my drag career, and they sort of like helped me choose the name Ruby Slippers.
Oh, wonderful!
Yeah.
So you've done cruise ships in the past.
I've done cruise ships. I've done hotels. I've done holiday parks. I've done theatre.
Oh wow! I just think we'll end the interview there then.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It means I can go and have a kebab or something.
I know. I could eat kebab right now, to be honest with you.
Oh, me too, love. Me too.
So you really, your name come then from your two best friends. So you did a poll on Facebook.
Yeah, I did a poll on Facebook.
But before that, I was called
Dame Betty Lush.
Dame Betty Lush.
Yeah,
oh.
And I mean, the makeup was typical white, blue, drawn on pencil thin eyebrows, pink blusher for the cheeks, massive clown lips. It was atrocious.
Oh, but we've all got to start somewhere.
And you know, when I came back to the UK from doing like the circuit, I was doing a couple of the pubs and clubs as Dame Betty Lush, and well, the looks I used to get.
Oh dear, bless you. Well,
can you hear the rain?
Sorry,
can you hear that rain?
No, I can hear my fish tank.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sat in my conservatory and it's absolutely belting it down.
Oh, I can hear it now.
Oh, it's belting it down.
I just thought it was your costume bag.
I haven't got one of those. There's nothing wrong if you have got one. I mean, you know, but I haven't got one.
All. No. Oh dear. Right. Question for Ruby. This is from Craig Lee. Once lockdown is over, what are your next adventures and goals?
Oh, okay. So, hi, Craig. So after lockdown's done, what I've offered the club so far, I've offered my show at a reduced rate.
Oh.
Yeah, because what I don't want to do is I don't want pubs and clubs to have to fork out a lot of money for entertainment when I know that we might not be able to go back into the pubs and clubs, because if they reduce the size of the amount of people they're allowed in,
yes,
they're not going to make the money. You know, they're not going to make the money to be able to pay the act.
Yes.
So I've offered a reduced rate for Wales, and I've got a reduced rate for England.
Oh, lovely.
So hopefully, Ruby Slippers, you know, myself, I'll still be working on the cabaret circuit.
Yes, yeah, and hopefully everyone will. But I think, like you said, I think with how things are going to change, then, like you said, you're going to reduce your rate for people. And like you said, if it's a smaller number of audience, then how do all the landlords and the managers pay that? It's very scary, don't you think, at the moment?
It is really scary. And do you know what? I've been still on stage in like social clubs in the local area, and I've maybe had only about 15 people watching. And I look at my fee at the end of that and I go, how can they afford to pay me that much, but yet only have 15 people in watching? And that's maybe not because of the act, or, you know, it's just because of that, maybe the night, or, you know, it could be a number of different factors.
Yeah.
You know, but if a club can offer me my full fee, then great. However, if they can't, then I will negotiate with them. So,
that is so kind of you.
That's what I like to do, babes. My friend, lovely Kirsty Williams, is in. Kirsty Williams is watching.
Question for Ruby: Where do you see yourself in 10 years? She said.
Still in a red wig and red and black jewelry.
Do what you do best.
Do what I do best. My earpiece keeps popping out. Hang on 2 seconds. Because I've got fat ears. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Right. Where do I see myself in 10 years? I see myself possibly working. I don't know. It's really hard to say. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Hopefully still doing drag, Etta.
Hopefully.
Yeah, Kirsty, that's a really, really, really difficult question.
It's like one of those questions you always get them in an interview when you go for a job, don't you? You probably had one when you went to Tesco's to become a security guard. Where do you see
interesting-
yourself in 5 years? And I think to myself, well, I don't bloody know. Where was I see myself in 5? I had one when I used to work at Thames Water. Don't judge. I used to
I
work for
don't know where
Thames
Thames
Water.
Water is, love.
Water company, love. Do you not pay your water bill? It's like Welsh water.
Oh, Dŵr Cymru.
Yes, that. Yeah. So
Who's
I
that
used
on
to
an
work for Thames
interview
Water. Every time I went for an interview there for like to get a bit further in my career, they used to say, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" So once I said, "I want to see myself where you're sat, love."
And
And now look at me.
you sat there in a polyester wig and some lovely sequin.
Absolutely. How times have changed.
How times have changed. If you'd have asked me that question, where do I see myself in 10 years, 10 years ago, I wouldn't have said sat in my conservatory doing a live with Etta buffet because of a COVID-19 pandemic.
I would have liked to done this face to face, really. It was one
What,
of those.
me in the same room as you?
Yes.
I mean, that would have to be in a huge buffet.
A huge buffet.
Huge buffet.
I'd be fighting for it myself, but
Maybe I'd lay you down and shove a sandwich.
Oh dear. We got another question from Craig Lee. This is for Ruby. If you were stuck on an island and could pick only one person to be on that island with you, who would it be and why?
Okay, so I love this question because it gets asked wherever you go, doesn't it? So my answer would be Paul O'Grady. Do you want to know why?
Yep.
Okay, so I choose Paul O'Grady for two reasons. One, he's a brilliant entertainer, like incredible, whether he's doing Lily Savage or just his normal Paul O'Grady self. And the other reason why I would pick up loads of drag tips from him because he is the proper old school of drag, and that's kind of where I class myself as a drag queen, as the old school type, because you get all these wonderful RuPaul type drag queens, and there's loads of different styles of drag which I love, but my style of drag is proper old school camp, and I love it.
And that was one of my questions, and I always sort of ask this with everybody. Are you a RuPaul drag queen or are you old school? And you sort of just said you are old school.
Old school, babes. Like one of my sort of like mentors was lovely Cece Swan. Do you remember Philip Aaron, Cece Swan?
Yeah.
So he's currently living out in America on Broadway. And he kind of taught me everything I know, really. I used to go with him to help him dress, this, that, and the other. And I just used to pick up tips from him and the likes of like Kerry Dupree, Gypsy Divine. So yeah, and just some amazing drag queens. Ambidextrous for a start. She's been a massive help in my career of drag.
Ambidextrous is lovely, and she's been in the business 100 years, hasn't she? That seems it. But yeah, she's absolutely ambidextrous. I think ambidextrous and Kitty was one of the first drag queens I saw when I first come to visit Cardiff when I was old enough to go in the pubs,
And I adore, again, like Kitty, Marcia. I adore them. They have worked that cabaret circuit.
Yes,
they have worked it. And again, I wish she hadn't retired, but Fanny Dazzle, she's another one I used to go and watch in Swansea in the Champers.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot about Fanny Dazzle, but I've never actually seen her. So it's probably because like when I moved here. Yeah, sorry.
You never met her?
No.
Oh, babes, like I know she doesn't really do it now, but if she ever came back, Wow Bar would love her. And she used to do Wow. She used to do I think it was either a Saturday or a Sunday at Wow, and she used to do like a comedy thing with like Jess Debs and Pixie Price. It just used to be a whole montage of cabaret on a Sunday. It would be fab.
Fab. Well, we might have to give her a ring, get her out, and get her back down to Cardiff and down to Wow. What else have we got?
Somebody asked, what was my favorite actress?
Oh yeah. Let's have a look at that one.
I think it was Lems. Yeah, Lems asked that.
Yeah, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite actress?
Okay, so my favorite actress or actor would be June Brown, who plays Dot Cotton in EastEnders. I just love her.
Cigarette enough.
I love that she's blown all of her money she was on an interview a couple of years ago, maybe a year ago, saying that she's blown all of her money. She's got no savings. So yeah, and I just love the reason for that. Yeah.
Did you see her on Paul O'Grady with Lady Gaga? Oh, it was hilarious.
Graham Norton.
Graham Norton.
That's it. Yeah, fab.
Oh, fab. I was in stitches. I really was. She doesn't care, does she? She's just
she just doesn't care.
She just says it as it is, and she's just fab. I absolutely love her myself.
She's gorgeous.
I can imagine you being on EastEnders with her, a long lost daughter or something.
You know what I mean? Fag in the hand and all of that.
All right, Mum.
You can imagine me in the laundrette, can't you? All right, Daz, do you want a bit of personal? Let's stick it on for a spin. Oh, you look like you're in right old comfort.
That needs to go in a 90 wash, love, especially if you're going to put those curtains back up.
Okay. Oh, yeah, no. There's loads of comments coming up here. That's fab.
Let's have a look and see what we've got. Love Fanny Dazzle. Craig Lee, Ruby, what is your most embarrassing moment and why?
Most embarrassing moments. Most embarrassing moments. Oh, I remember doing a tour in Panto because I do Panto.
Panto.
Yeah. I did a tour in Panto back in 2014, which toured like again holiday parks, cruise ships, etc. And I got to a venue one day and I'd forgotten my boobs. I'd forgotten my Panto Dame boobs, and I thought I can't go on stage flat chested. It won't look right. So I went to the bar and I said, have you got anything I can use for my boobs? And I've forgotten to bring them. They're in the wash. And they actually brought me 2 Andrex bog rolls. 2 Andrex bog rolls, to which I then gaffer taped to my own personal skin. And I did the whole show. And at one point, I was doing a dance routine, and the gaffer tape came loose, and it rolled from under my dress, and just rolled across to the front row of the audience, crying.
Oh dear!
Absolutely crying.
That would have been so funny. Oh, hiya, girls. In the original WoW and Atlantis bar, we used to have Sunday soap stars. June Brown was one of their favourites.
No, Martin.
Yes.
Wow, that's exciting.
Martin Fowler. Apparently, they used to have Sunday soap stars.
Well,
so
there you go.
There we go. We missed out. You missed out on your chance to be on EastEnders.
Do you know what it was, loves? Because I'm too young.
Well, yeah, we were probably like, you were probably 12.
I was probably a fetus.
Maybe. Oh, dear.
Question from Bobby: where is the best place I've performed, and who is the greatest drag queen I've performed alongside? Oh. So, Bobby Lee, if you're still watching, my darling, the question would be, the most fabulous place I've played is a theatre in the lovely Nottingham. I played the the Royal Theatre in Nottingham. It's a beautiful theatre. And I played that as again in Panto, but as a venue for myself. What's the greatest venue I've played as Ruby? Oh, that's hard. I've played a lot of fabulous venues. One of my favourites is a bar in Cardiff. I absolutely love playing at Mary's. I do.
I love Mary's.
I do, and I also used to love performing at the Old Row. I only ever did it the once. The Old Row stage.
The Old Row, yeah.
Yeah, the iconic, stage there. Again, Sunday Antics there used to be fabulous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm really pleased to say that I actually got the chance to perform at Minsky's before it closed.
I know, and I was going to pop a see you, but I was working because I absolutely loved Minsky's, and I loved all the cabaret that they did in there. It's fantastic, and again, it's just a shame that now that hopefully, fingers crossed, may find another venue and come back.
Who knows what's round the corner?
Exactly.
But with Minsky's, it was a venue for me that was on my tick list because of my links with other drag queens that have performed there. I was so pleased I was asked. So yeah, it would have been a theatre in Nottingham for Panto, and for myself as drag, Ruby Slippers would have been Minsky's. And the greatest drag queen performed alongside. Very lucky to have performed with like the likes of Cece Swan and Ambidextrous. Celebrity-wise, for celebrity drag queens, I've worked with Latrice Royale from RuPaul's Drag Race. I was one of her supporting artists for OMG Bar's tour.
Oh.
And that was camp. We spent 3 or 4 days on a tour bus, touring right around the UK to lots of different venues, doing the support act with Latrice Royale.
Oh, I bet you had a field day with that.
Oh, babes, she was a scream. An absolute scream.
Oh, what else have we got? Craig Lee again.
Oh, she's busy.
If he was on an island, again, you're on an island. If he was on the island with 2 other drag queens, who would they be? Who would it be, and why?
Oh, okay. So this island's getting very busy with me and Paul O'Grady.
Yes.
Who would I don't know.
So on the boat, you've got 2 drag queens coming over. They're going to come in on this side. It's going to be Love Island, isn't it? It's going to be Love Island by the end of it.
What with us lot?
Yeah.
More like bitch fest on an island.
Who would the 2 drag queens would you be on the island with?
Right, I take Joanna Bunme. Joanna Bunme, she would be with me. I would absolutely take her with me. She is thick as pig shit, but I love her. I do. I absolutely love her. I used to love working with her on a Sunday, and we just became the best of sisters. We really, really did. So I'd bring Joanna Bunme, and who else would I take with me? Who else would I take?
It's hard, isn't it? There's quite a few out there.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's really hard. So I know I'm definitely taking Joanna because she's my partner in crime and I love her to bits. Who would I take with me? Let me think about this. So hard, Etta. Oh, so I've got Paula Grady, Joanna Bunme. I need a sensible queen.
A sensible queen. Is there any sensible queens?
In fact, yes, I'd take Ambidextrous because she's got the money, love.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go.
She's got the money and she'd probably split her commission.
I doubt that very much,
I
but
doubt.
she makes it work still, and she still on commission.
Yes, love. She's taking commission for this live tonight, let me tell you.
Yeah. I have got Ambidextrous on next week with me, so that's another fabulous drag queen.
Is she on next week?
Next Wednesday.
You need to charge her commission.
I know. I just say she did say she was going to send the waiver over to me, so I'm waiting to see what that will be.
Fabulous. Who would you take with you? Who would be your 2 drag queens?
I'll have to take Kitty with me.
Right, okay.
Because while we're on the island, you see, she can teach me a lot about drag.
Yes.
You see, so I could be better than what I am.
You're doing really well, though, considering you've only just started.
Yes, September last year. And literally, it was just, I said to Kit, I've had a little dabble in with drag before.
You've dabbled with a drag queen.
And I said to Kit, I said, well, I'd like to, have a go. And she said, well, why don't you come and do the competition with me on a Tuesday? I went, yeah, okay. Didn't know what to expect. I thought, I'll just on the sidelines and introduce people. Oh, no, Kitty got me started singing. She got me getting involved. I was like, this is too quick for me.
Can you sing?
No. The problem with me, people say I'm not a bad singer. I don't think I am. But the problem with me is I forget the lyrics. So then I make my own up. Which
You'll
actually
be shit on that show. Don't forget the lyrics.
People do laugh at that when I do that, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I do forget the lyrics sometimes, and then I end up making my own songs up. And then my best friend Julie, she's like, you don't know that song, do you? And I'm like, no, but if I put my own lyrics in, it's fine.
Yeah, it's when drag queens start making up their own lyrics, their own timing, their own tune.
That's me, love. That's me at the moment.
But I got to be honest, you'll just learn the trade. You really will. Some drag queens don't even need to sing. Some drag queens can just get straight on with the show and set off with a bit of comedy. However, yes. I'm not sure I can.
No, and Kitty thinks with learning with Kitty in that she thinks I'm a very much more of a comedy queen myself. And she said maybe throw a few songs in, you know, when you do something and eventually get booked or something, then throw a couple of songs in. And even if it's just a couple that I know and I learn. And also this gives me the opportunity. I have been learning a couple of songs on YouTube and that. So, you know.
Yeah, lockdown's been a great learning curve for a lot of drag queens.
Yeah.
You know, learning how to do different things, you know, learning new comedy jokes. Like, there is so much comedy that you can take from all the press conferences.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and so my second one, I think, my second drag queen I would have to take with me is Drag with No Name.
Oh, okay. She's nuts.
She's hilarious and she's nuts.
She's off her tits and I love her.
And she'll entertain us. She'll entertain me and Kitty all night, so that'd be fine. She's
for hours upon hours. Indeed.
She makes me laugh. She's one of those that does make me laugh. Yeah, so they would be the two that I would.
Any more questions that are coming? I can't really see without.
Yeah, hold on. Bob Lee, Ruby, where is the best place you have ever performed? Oh, we've done that one, haven't we? One? And who is the greatest drag queen you performed? We've done that one.
Done that one.
Let's have a look.
These sweets are going down a treat.
Ruby, you were amazing in Cinderella Panto in Port Talbot last year.
Well, thank you. And I wouldn't have been able. Oh, sorry, take me dummy out.
Is that your teeth are taken out or sweets?
No, sweet love. Why not? I'm not proud. And the only reason why I was amazing in Cinderella is because I had a fantastic cast behind me. So in Cinderella with the Ugly Sisters, if you haven't got somebody who you can rely on when you're bantering back and forth, because it goes off script every night. I was so lucky, and I mean this, I hope he's listening. I was so lucky to work with the lovely Ryan Edmonds. He's an incredible actor. He'd never played Ugly Sisters or he's played Evil Queen, but he was my rock and my ruler throughout the whole of the Cinderella. He was amazing. He was so good. So
and it's always good to have someone to sort of be that, isn't it? In pantos and stuff like that.
He would literally say, this is how we're doing it, or I'd say, right, I'd like to do it like this, let's give it a go. And we'd work really well with each other. And what he taught me within performing wise, I then helped him with costumes and wigs and makeup and that. So we were just really good match. And I've got to say thank you to German Productions for putting us two together. German Productions, they're a local company. We do a 3 theatre tour. We do Port Talbot, Carmarthen and Llanelli. And hopefully, if all is good and well, with this year, hopefully we'll be back with Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, hopefully it would be really nice because I think that would give everyone something to look forward to as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
because
and it's
pantos.
It's my favourite time of year. I mean, I love gigging up the valleys and I love gigging, slogging my miles out, travelling the M25, whatever. But actually, to be in a theatre at home at Christmas time, there's just no better feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're at home as well, and it's not far to go, and it's you get that little Christmas feeling as well. So that's lovely. I do enjoy you. Was you going somewhere before lockdown though? Did I not? Was I thinking?
So I was going to Gran Canaria just a holiday.
Oh.
Now listen to my Gran Canaria trip, everybody. So. Here I am on, I can't remember the dates, but let's just say it was February 17th. February 17th, I am flying to Gran Canaria. 10 minutes before landing, there was an announcement. Bing bong, captain speaking. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we will not be landing in Gran Canaria. We'll have to land in Tenerife. I thought, great. I know I can get from Tenerife to Gran Canaria on a boat in the morning. So they put us into a lovely hotel, this, that, and the other. However, when we landed in Tenerife, we couldn't get off the plane for 3 hours because of the capacity in the airport. So we were sat on the plane for 3 hours doing nothing. Not if I had anything to do with it. I got up, I went to see the captain manager and I said, excuse me, Yes, you. I'm an entertainer. Let's do a quiz on board. And she loved it. She thought, great. So she handed out all this chewy paper and pens. And there I was at the front of the plane with their little tannoy phone going, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ruby Slippers Drag Artiste Undressed. And we're going to do a quiz. And we did a lovely little quiz.
Oh, fab.
It was.
That's
it
a
was
way to entertain the plane when you're sat there for 3 hours on the runway. It's not good. It's not good.
Camp. So anyway, they got us into a hotel by midnight. But at that point, there was no rep. So I got everybody onto the bus, got everybody in the hotel. By about 1 o'clock, I was absolutely exhausted. So I grabbed myself about 4 G&Ts, had a lovely time, went to bed. At 10 to 8 in the morning, I woke up to a text saying, your bus is waiting outside. We're going to take you to Gran Canaria. We just had the same message, love. Going to take you to Gran Canaria, but take you to the Tenerife South Airport. So they loaded us all onto the plane. 5 minutes before flying, they then made an announcement saying, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we'll be flying you back to Cardiff. So I've officially can say I've had a 24 hours spent in Tenerife.
So you got to Tenerife. You thought you were going to Gran Canaria. You got to Tenerife. You had basically living for like 12 hours in Tenerife, and then they flew you back.
Flew me back. Flew me back to Wales here in Cardiff. And I'm in Swansea, but they flew me back to Cardiff, drove back to Swansea. Then a week later, they said, you can now land in Gran Canaria because the sandstorms are finished. So picture this. I could no longer fly from Cardiff. I had to drive to Bristol. So I stayed over in my friend's house in Bristol, this, that, and the other, got to the airport, flew to Gran Canaria, spent 5 gorgeous days. Day 6 and 7, I was spent locked in my hotel room because of COVID-19.
Oh, no.
So there we go. I wasn't destined to go on holiday. No. I should have stayed in the UK, and there we are.
Yeah, you might as well work those couple of weeks because you could have earned yourself some money.
Literally.
Oh, I just don't think you were destined to get to Gran Canaria. And when you did, it was 5 days, and then you had to stay in your room for 2 days.
2 days, and the hotel I stayed at was well, that's another story.
I bet it was a bit scary though, having that out there, and then you're thinking, right, well, I need to get back, and it was a bit.
This is how it happened. It was the Friday night. I was sat in Ricky's Cabaret Bar in the Jumbo Centre, and at midnight, police officers came into the bar, went over to the DJ box, and the bar went into complete darkness. All the music went off, all the lights went off. Everybody had to leave the Jumbo Centre and head straight back to their accommodation or hotel or whatever. So panic set in, really. Like I go on holiday away on my own because I spend a lot of time with people here. So I always go away on my own anyway. So when I got back to the hotel, I was texting everybody to say, look, you might hear on the news that Gran Canaria has gone into lockdown. Don't worry, I'm safe. I'm fine. If you need me, text me. But I was fine. I wasn't worried. Yeah. What did worry me was when I woke up on the Saturday morning to police everywhere in the streets making loud announcements. Do not leave. And it was all in Spanish. Do not leave your. It was really scary.
Oh.
However,
we didn't have that here. We were just told to stay in. But to be honest with you, I don't think many people actually listened.
Well, and this is it. But I think we're improving. We're getting there, and we're on our way. We're doing good.
Yes, we are, and hopefully soon we can all get back to socializing and little bits like that.
It'll be a new age. It'll be a new age.
It will be a new world. They say this new world, but we'll have to see. If you were in Big Brother house, do you think you would win?
Oh, no, I don't think I would win. However, if I did go on the Big Brother house, which I have had the Big Brother experience. I've had the experience of staying in a Big Brother house. So when this Lems will know about this as well, who I was talking about.
And that's the question that come from.
It came from Lems, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, so Lems will know that I've done what they called the Big Brother experience in Swansea. So one of the youth services that I used to do some volunteering with put a group of us in a house with cameras, with a diary room, and it was just amazing.
Oh, wow.
So would I win? No. However, I would play a very strong character.
Yes, and
And
I think you would.
probably a very different character to what everyone would know me as.
Oh.
Because although Ruby Slippers is like this, and and as myself as Jordan, I can be, but actually there is a side to me where I'm actually just quite chilled out.
Yeah.
There is nothing I like better than keeping myself to myself when I haven't got to do anything. And yeah, it's different. Yeah, very different.
I think now, after being locked down in here, well, for nearly 11 weeks, I'm sure I could do Big Brother standing on my head now.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I could do it standing on my head. But I think I would be one of those. I think I'd be a bitch.
Would you put it on though?
No, I think I would just be a bitch. Because sometimes when you're with someone for so long, not in a relationship, but in relationships as well, when you're with someone in a group in a house for so long, it's like on holiday. Sometimes you're in an apartment and by the end of the week, you're like, oh, I've got to get out. I've got to have some time on my own. Yes. You're all doing wedding, socks everywhere. There's bits here, there's bits there. And, so yeah, I think I would be a bit of a bitch.
Yeah, Judith Davis, sorry, to put my teeth back in, has just said, did I meet your son in Ricky's for a Drink? Yes, I did, which is really strange. I got up to sing a song on karaoke, and your son knew me as Ruby Slippers from back in the UK. So we came over, and obviously I know your family quite well, from Muriel Davis, Wendy Davis, Kath and everybody. So yes, I did meet your son in Ricky's.
Oh, it's a small world, isn't it? It's a very small
honestly,
world.
I went to the other side of the ocean, and there was somebody there I knew.
Yeah, it is. It's yeah. Craig Lee, Ruby, if you was in the jungle and you had to do the bush trucker trial. Oh, if you was in the jungle and you had to do the bush trucker trial.
So what bush trucker trial would I do?
Hold on. Which 3 drags would you do the bush trucker trial with, and why?
Okay, so I'd like to do the eating challenge. I'd love to do the eating challenge.
I know I'm an eater, but I don't think I would want to eat some bugs.
Well, Etta, I don't want to scare you, but I'm quite into eating snakes.
Yeah, but that's a juicy snake, isn't it?
Oh.
Even I'd get my lips around that, love.
Oh, I'm sure you would. But anyway, I'd do the eating challenge, and I would do it with 3 drag queens. 2 other drag queens or 3?
2 other drag queens.
2 other drag queens. I would do it with Mary Golds. I would definitely do it with Mary Golds just to see her face, because she's so like, particular with her look. I can't imagine her gnawing down on like a pig's anus or something like that. I couldn't imagine it. And the other person I would do it with, who would I do the other one with? Do you know what, Etta? I'd probably do it with you.
Yeah.
I would, because I could just imagine you going, no, absolutely not.
I am putting that in my mouth.
You've said that before.
And I'm putting those kangaroo balls in my mouth.
Well, you'd put other ones in your mouth there, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, there is that, yeah, But I've had plenty in the past, Loving the Ring, Ruby, that's from Wendy Davis.
That is Mark Bowen at Stage Jewels. You can get yourself one of those.
Lovely. You did me. Oh, we've read that one. Paul Simons, my friend, says hello.
Hello, Paul Simons.
Etta would just eat. That's what he's put. I'd just eat if I was in the Big Brother house, to be honest. That's what he's saying. I'd just eat. Miss Kitty is watching. Hello, darling.
Good evening, Miss Kitty.
I know.
The drag of royalty.
I know. And she's been baking cakes as well.
She hasn't.
Yes.
She's been baking cakes.
And she's been putting them on Facebook as well. And every
Wow.
time I say, where's my delivery, she ignores me.
Well, I'd ignore you as well, love.
Rude. You wouldn't ignore me if I come round your house with a bag of sweets.
Sorry, say that again?
You wouldn't ignore me if I come round the house with a bag of sweets.
Again?
Bag of sweets. I've got loads of them here.
Oh, do you know what I've got as well? Do you know what I've got?
What have you got?
A candy.
Oh, isn't that a pearl necklace? I was just waiting for that to break and then go everywhere then.
I do. I love that kind of shit.
Those things I used to bite into and then they used to just go everywhere. But I have got big teeth, so it was like, you know.
I should probably stop eating the sweets because otherwise, when I get to bed later on, I'm going to be like this.
You'll be doing your own live to do an interview because you're like high on sweets.
Literally.
Have you got work tomorrow?
Yeah, love, I got work at 8 o'clock, but it's all right.
Oh, 8 o'clock.
Look, I've sealed the box. I've sealed it.
Sealed the box.
Sealed it.
That'll be back open in 2 minutes.
No. Game over. No more sweets.
Paul Simon says you're both looking fabulous. Thank you very much.
Must have got cataracts.
Cataract. He does wear glasses.
Does he really? Oh, I
Yeah,
know which one it is. Oh, I know which one it is.
My friend Paul, the tall one.
The handsome one.
The handsome one. The handsome one. Craig Lee said, Ruby, when you going to go back in the Midlands? Or when you're going to go back in the Midlands, have you got anything for next year?
So my diary is open for next year. I was meant to be up in the Midlands in August, but nothing's going ahead at the moment. So it's obviously everything's pending. So yes, I don't know, but if you want to invite me up, love, I'll come and do a gig in your front garden because I have started offering garden parties.
Good idea.
No, I have. I've sold 6 of them already.
Have you?
Yes. Yes, love. I was supposed to do one today before coming to interview with you, but however, here in Wales, the weather has absolutely poured down.
Yeah.
So we have to cancel.
This is the thing. If the pubs start opening in July, and what I've been hearing, I don't know whether it's right or not, but that you can only sit in the beer gardens and only get served from the beer gardens. You know what's going to happen in Wales, don't you?
Go on.
It would just rain.
But
we've had this lovely weather for so long, and you watch the pubs are open. They go, yeah, you could go in the pub garden. You could do this in the pub garden, and they just rain.
However, if that happens, right, there is no reason why you can't have your garden inside the pub. Put a bit of astroturf down, buy a couple of bloody fake plants.
There you go.
I mean, some of the pubs I've performed in have definitely got mold coming through the roof. That's a plant. Just saying.
Oh, it's worth a try. We've got to try these things, haven't we?
I did a venue in Wales, in Swansea. No, not Swansea. Sorry, where was it? I was in Britain Ferry, and that had mold growing up the wall in the dressing room.
Ooh.
It was lovely.
Nice.
It was nice. Have you got shoes on?
I took them off, but I did have shoes on. Yes.
Oh, look at them!
My little white shoes.
I've got these on tonight.
Oh, look at those! They're fab.
Aren't they gorgeous?
That's bad. See, now someone messaged me the other week and they went, oh, do you wear, like, when you sat behind your thingy, do you wear your, everything? I'm like, yeah, I do,
I've even got a thong on.
Oh, ooh.
But I've got it on backwards to stop the shit falling out of my ass.
I'm like, yes, I wear everything because, well, I didn't wear my knickers on Sunday, right? And of course, the iPad went everywhere and my player cards, started falling off the board. So I literally just got up, walked over to pick everything up, and I realised that my dress had gone up here and you could basically see everything, to be honest with you. Wow.
Were you flashing?
Oh, yeah, I was flashing. I was
Ooh,
flashing.
lovely.
Good job I had my man and underpants on underneath my knickers, underneath my tights, because I thought, oh, I'll just put them over for tonight.
Can we do a shout out to the lovely Benjamin Lee Hoskins? He's an incredible makeup artist. He's a YouTuber. He's also a drag queen, and I think it's Crystal. I think that's your drag name.
Hello, Benjamin. If there's any little pointers you want to let me know, do message me.
Blackout paint. Look lovely. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
I'll probably get a message now saying, end the career, love.
Yeah, honestly. You can look. I use black under my eyes, right? It hides a multitude of sins.
I have started to get bags under my eyes. I need to do something with those.
No, not bags. I use black eyeshadow under my eyes because it hides a multitude of sins.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, Crystal Queer. That's her name.
Oh, I love the name. I love the name. I'll have to check him out.
Oh, James, born son of, I think that's how you say his name. He said something.
Don't you reply to comments? Or is James has put something?
Yeah, no, we do, babes. It's just sometimes they go in a bit fast, love.
I'll just go back a little bit. Sorry, James. Let me just have a look and see. Let's have a look.
Has he said something?
I can't find anything at the moment. James, love, would you like to ask Ruby a question, my darling? And I'll keep an eye on the comments as they're coming through, because the comments do go quite quick. So I'm not quite sort of like me and technology. We don't seem to,
Well, I'm not very good on the old computer stuff either. Oh, he says we both look good. Thanks, hon.
Oh, thank you, James. That's lovely of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, yes. Benjamin also does dripography. He's done me an illustration with me like cartoon eyes, and then the bottom of the picture like drips.
Oh, fab. A man of all talents.
Etta,
Yeah.
Can I let you into a secret?
Go on. Tell me what's going on.
Do you know, have you ever been to Gran Canaria?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever heard of the MHT girls?
No.
You've never heard of the Music Hall Tavern girls?
No.
Well, Etta Buffet, we've got some of them watching.
Oh!
We've got some professional drag queens watching. So a big shout out to Miss JJ. She's watching.
Hello, Miss JJ. How are you, darling?
The wonderful Miss Shona. She is watching.
Miss Shona. Mwah.
And ladies and gentlemen, she's there. It's my lovely Bailey. She's watching as well.
Oh, hello, Bailey. Now, where I don't think I've seen these before. Where are they in Gran Canaria?
They do like a touring show. So they come from like Tenerife, Lanzarote, and it's called the Music Hall Tavern.
Yes, Tenerife.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember going somewhere in Tenerife. I think I've got a picture actually.
Have you got a picture?
I have got a picture. Yes, and I think I remember.
€9 that costume.
They do little tours, don't they, around like the islands?
They do a tour.
Yes, I think I saw them in Tenerife once.
And you know, I really have considered applying to join them.
Oh, that would be. Why don't you? That would be.
I don't know, because it's something that I'd absolutely love to do. Honestly, joining a drag queen show team, you know, with my dancing, my singing, would be campus hell, love.
Oh, it would be campus end. I think you should. I think that should be one of your little goals now for the next 10 years.
That's on my tick list, babe.
That's on your tick list.
Yes, it really is.
Yes. Jimmy Digwell, hello. Hey, gorgeous ladies. Hello.
Yes, honestly, Jimmy, is one of the MHT girls.
See.
And you can watch their shows virtually at the moment. They're doing virtual shows that you can buy a ticket to watch it. It's fab.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out.
Yes, it's fab. Oh, have a little gander.
Have a little gander. But that could be one of your things that you could put on your little list now.
Shall I add it to my list right now?
You need to add it onto your list right now, love.
Alexa, take a memo. Can you please put on my 10-year waiting list for Music Hall Tavern Gran Canaria? Thank you.
There we go. See,
All
that's
done.
on your list now.
Yes, all on my list.
One of the things I would love to do, I would love to go, and because I love Gran Canaria, I absolutely love Gran Canaria. I love Ricky's. I love Ricky's Bar. I would love to do something at Ricky's Bar, even if it was just for the night or a couple of nights. So I'd love to do that. I would love. I absolutely love them. They're fab. I find them funny. So yeah, that would be one of my. I think that would be one of my little tick things I would like to put up there.
Well, my last holiday in Gran Canaria, I ended up doing a little bit of karaoke at Ricky's, and I sung a song called "Human" by the Killers, and it happens to be the owner's favourite song. And the owner is a lovely lady called Penny, and she's from Cardiff.
Ah, yes, that's right.
And do you know one of my other favourite bars, though, in Gran Canaria?
The Bunker?
I beg your pardon. A lady will never tell whether she's been on that Lazy Susan or not.
Oh, I've been in the Bunker plenty of times, love.
Oh, yes, but no, I absolutely love Sparkles as well. So a big shout out to them.
I love Sparkles. Yeah, Sparkles is good. And
Andy Martini, she's a scream.
Andy Martini is a very good friend of my friend Paul. You know, the tall Paul with the glasses, very handsome guy.
As in Paul Simons.
Paul Simons, yes. Very good friend with Andy Martini, yes, yeah. So, well, you never know. I could get the circuit over there. I wouldn't mind going to live out there for a while, to be honest with you.
Lems has said, we've never been to Gran Canaria. Any tips of where to stay? So I stay in either one of two places. I either stay at the Ruby Palace, which is beautiful, 5-star, all-inclusive, stunning, or I do stay at the Abora, which again is 4-star, all-inclusive, beautiful. And I'll tell you what, Lems, I think we should all go together, me, you, and a couple of the girls.
There you go, you see? And that would be something to look forward to as well. Because I think that's what we've got to start doing now. We've got to start looking forward to things that we can possibly start doing.
Well, I've started doing a little savings. So any money that I've had from working in Tesco's, I've split. I've done half for spending now, and I've done half for my future plans for traveling away, or this, that, and the other.
Yeah, I've looked at we're looking at going to Gran Canaria in November. So fingers crossed.
I'm busy in November. I'm perming my hair if you're going.
Well, I just thought that we could go into the same hotel and just have the buffet cart to ourselves.
Me and you in the same hotel.
In the same hotel.
Babes, the buffet wouldn't be big enough. The chefs, they would be. Oh, I tell you what, Miss Kitty, you'll come. Yes, Miss Kitty, you can come.
Oh, Gran Canaria, yes. Come on, Kit. We take you.
I tell you what, Kit, I'll even pack your suitcase for you.
Yeah, we take Kit to Gran Canaria. We tell her to go into that bar on the corner by Burger King.
Do you want to know?
We could tell her it's a show bar.
It's some kind of show. Can we congratulate Miss Kitty though, please? She has just found out she's a top fan on your page.
Is she a top fan? Oh, she is. Yes, she's a top fan. Oh, bless her.
It's the first time Miss Kitty's been a top.
Wow, yes, that is true.
Miss Kitty, I love you, dear.
There's always a first time for something in this lockdown. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will be, my darling.
Yes, we do need to. We need to take Kitty with us. That would be fabulous. That would.
Well, do you know what was lovely last year before all of this kind of happened? Me and a couple of the other drag queens from Cardiff and Swansea, we all went on a drag queen holiday to Benidorm.
Now I did see that. Yes, how was that with everyone all together?
It was camp. Now like I say, I normally go on holiday on my own because I like to get away and I do what I want to do. So what we did, and I've got to say, we did it really cool. We did a bit together, and then some nights we'd go off and do our own thing. We'd always have tea together. But in the day, we'd go off and do some of our own things, or two of us would maybe go for shopping or a bit of a pool, or down to the beach. It was fab.
Oh, wonderful! Did you get to know everyone a little bit more better than what you probably thought you did?
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. You have to trust each other because you're living in the same apartment. Although you work with them on the cabaret circuit, you might only be working with them for a few hours, but when you're living together in an apartment. We had such a lovely time.
Oh, wonderful. You did.
You
I
know,
did see all the pictures. You did look like that you were having a really, really good time.
and I thought I was going to absolutely hate Benidorm, but I loved it.
Oh, first time I went to Benidorm was about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And I went to Magaluf first. I did a week there. And then I thought, where else can I go? I thought, I'll go to Benidorm for a week. And you know, when you book it and you think, oh, Benidorm. I've heard things about Benidorm. But, you know, I got there and I absolutely had a blast. And I keep going back as much as I can. I love Benidorm.
Yeah. Benjamin Lee has asked the question, what is your funniest wardrobe malfunction on stage? Well, then, let me enlighten you. Panto just gone. My starting costume was a Union Jack blazer with a tight blue pencil skirt with a zip and a pin to hold it together because it was a quick costume change into the next costume. So one night I was doing the dance routine, Brie and Cherie, the best. And as we got halfway through to the number, the skirt split open, fell to the floor, and I'm stood there in this Union Jack tailcoat blazer type thing and my leotard and skin flesh tights. Fair play to my dresser. Well done. Thank you, Ingas. Thank you so much. She ran into the wings, from the dressing room into the wings. And by the time I realized the costume had dropped, she was there waiting in the wings with another costume for me to step into.
Oh, see, that's a good dresser, that is.
But it was funny because I'm in the middle of the dance routine. I've heard the pin go pop, thinking, oh, the zip will hold it up. And as we come to the end, boof, this blue skirt. And this wasn't the adult version. This was the child-friendly version. I think it was like a Saturday morning. And the skirt hit the floor. Fair play to Ryan. He carried on the scene. It was incredible. So, yes. So, yeah, flashing all me bits to a family,
like I did on
friendly audience. Yeah.
No, like I did Sunday. It was so hilarious.
And the other one I've done is that I was doing a animation show where you have to put on the costumes, you know, like a tiger or something like that. Well, at this particular animation show, I was a mouse, and I was in such a rush because I was running late. I put on the costume with the zip up the back and put the head on, ready to go out on stage. But what I've forgotten is that the zip on this costume is one from the front. So I'd gone on stage, and the mouse's tail was where my...
Oh.
So this tail was swinging, and I literally, the audience were hysterics. And I was inside this costume going, what on earth are the audience laughing at? I've never had a stage director pull me off so fucking quick to get me out of there and turn the costume around. I was crying. Needless to say, I had an absolute bollocking when I got back off.
Oh dear. But everybody else was laughing as well, so it must have made the night. It must have made it.
Yeah, but then obviously with a stage show like that, you know, the characters have to become real, don't they?
Yes, yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, bless you. Oh dear.
Etta, have you got a stage malfunction wardrobe thingy, Bobby?
Well, I haven't. I've been on stage a couple of times in Wow Bar. I've never really had anything malfunction apart from when I was live on Sunday. So, I got my laptop on the ironing board because I kind of get a desk, so we have to make do with what we've got around the house. But I cover the
ironing board as your desk.
Yeah, so I get the ironing board out and I put this over it.
Etta, stop! Can we raise a glass?
Oh,
and can we shout party, party,
party, party?
Because the one and only Polyamorous is watching.
Oh, Polly,
party, party,
party, party.
Sorry, carry on. I just love Polyamorous. She's one of me girls.
Oh, but Polly's fab. I love her. I watch her on a Saturday. She entertains me on a Saturday night. I love it. So I have this over the ironing board, and then I've got my laptop, and then everything's all technical around here. I've got all these lights, and I've got the laptop, and I've got this iPod or pad or whatever it's called. I don't know. Where am I? Oh yeah. So anyway, Sunday I was playing the cards, right? So I was doing the cards, and the laptop and the iPad completely fell off the ironing board. So I asked Gail if she would get up and get the me iPad because I couldn't see no comments. I was doing everything all a bit, She just laid on the sofa. She was like, "No, you get it yourself."
Can I ask who Gail is?
Gary.
Oh, Gary.
Yeah, my partner Gary. On a Sunday, he's Gail because he does all my he does all my news reports, and I just tell it. See. And also, if anyone gets funny about the news report, I just blame Gail so they don't tell me off.
There you go.
So Gail wouldn't get off the sofa. So I actually got up and got it myself. But as I got up, I forgot I didn't have my knickers on underneath. So, and I was thinking, well, no one's going to see me behind the thing. I'm not going to get up, so no one's going to see me. And of course, I had to get up. So as I got up, everybody had a front full of everything. Yeah, it was a bit like, yeah. If anybody wants to see it, it's actually 1 hour and 13 minutes in, and I am taking payment for £5 for viewing. There we go.
OnlyFans, love, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. I give it to Kitty for OnlyFans because she's got an OnlyFans site, you see.
Actually.
No, I don't.
You are funny, my darling.
She probably has, because we all have to make money where we can these days.
Absolutely. I'm all for making a bit of money on the extra side.
People keep sending me things on Snapchat. I've got these friends, and they keep sending me things like OnlyFans, and I look at them and I think, "Are you really on OnlyFans?" I'm not a big lover of it. I know, I've got to be honest, I know a lot of people who've made a lot of bloody money from it, though. I know. $12.99, he said, check me out on OnlyFans. $12.99. I was like, $12.99 go to a bit of jewellery or something.
And I've got to be, oh, Miss Kitty, what is this OnlyFans thing? Well, Miss Kitty, it's a site where you can set yourself up. You can post risque pictures, and you can sell them, love.
Yeah,
and I mean, you're an antique, love. You'd go for a lot of bloody money. I'd be the David Dickinson to your Real Deal.
I'd be your manager, to be honest with you. If she was going to do OnlyFans, she'd get fortune. She'd get fortune.
Fortune. But yeah, no. And the other thing I've started doing as well is that loads of people doing live streams on Facebook, Instagram, and also I've been doing them on Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of Fish. Isn't that for lesbians?
No, love.
Oh,
no.
I always thought it was for lesbians.
No, that's the Morrison's fish counter. No, yeah, I've got it. Yeah, honestly.
Do it on Plenty of Fish.
Yeah, and I've made quite a bit of moolah from it.
Ooh, get you.
Miss Kitty, oh God, no, I didn't. I did that years ago for the sun.
Benjamin said, I made a lot of money from it. Then I deleted it because videos got leaked, but I knew that would happen.
Oh, yes. You'd want to leak it from her, love. Oh, she's pretty.
I think Miss Kitty was on the front page of on the Sun paper in page 3 many years ago.
No.
I think so.
Well, do you know what? I'm saying yes, of course she has.
It's something that Kitty would do, I know.
Yeah, I can see Kitty. She's been a pin-up girl.
Yeah.
Well, she's been pinned to my bedroom wall for years.
I think I might have her. I think my granddad used to have her pinned up to the toilet outside.
No.
Like the little calendar, and I'm sure she was up there in the outside toilet.
Gorgeous.
I wonder why it was a bit sticky sometimes.
Ben, you're pretty. Ben, I said about Ben being pretty. He's now put who's pretty. I put you are, babes.
Ah, right, Ruby.
Yes,
let's have another question.
Tell me what you think about me.
What's your favourite song to sing and why?
Oh, favourite song to sing at the moment is I absolutely love to sing Shut Up and Dance. It's one of my show enders. Shut up and dance with me.
Oh, we got a little bit of feedback. Gail's just walked in.
I was going to say I can hear me feedback and it's lovely.
Yeah, Gail's just walked back in from taking the dog to Butte Park.
He's been out a whole hour, love. He's been more than Butte Parking.
He's been an hour and a half, to be honest with you. So
I didn't know you didn't need a dog to go jogging.
Wow. I think it's just to make out that you're walking your dog, really.
I learned that the hard way. Somebody flashed his lights at me. I thought I was having an epileptic fit.
They go around with little torches now, don't they, and flash them.
Oh, beg your pardon.
They go around with little torches and flash them.
Oh, not round here, love. You're lucky you've got a light to see.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, Ruby, we're coming towards the end of our little talk time, my darling.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
The last couple of questions here. What advice could you give to us new drag queens that are just coming out and onto the scene?
Learn your trade. Learn it. Learn what it is to be a drag queen, and learn to, learn to do a show. Basically, I would honestly say learn it. Like, ask people, go and do the charity gigs, build your career. Like, do what I've done. Right, I have pestered, and I mean I've pestered the best of drag queens, the worst of drag queens, and I've picked bits from each drag queen, and I've gone, yes, I like what they do. Oh no, I'm not sure if I like that bit. And then I created what I call my gingerbread line. So I've got about 6 or 7 gingerbread outlines, and I've gone, learn that bit, take that bit away, and then you add it to your own gingerbread picture. I know it sounds silly, but it's something I got taught at drama school, to build a character. You call it gingerbreading. So you mix all your ingredients together. You kind of, let's learn that bit, let's take away that bit, and then you just come up with the best product you can.
Oh, fab! I will remember that.
Yeah, definitely.
Remember that. And
if somebody says you're copying them, say, no, actually, I'm not copying you. I'm admiring your work, and I'm going to try and take something away from your work, which I absolutely love. So
yes, yeah,
but definitely learn your trade. I mean, I've been doing it a long time now, but I'm still going to tell you, I'm still learning.
Yes, yeah, and
I'm still
some
learning.
People have told me that they still learn different things as they go along.
Oh, 100%. So, yes. I still use my own eyebrows, right? Because I don't like covering them. However, the lovely Ben is teaching me at the moment how to cover them, to make them, because I don't like that crusty look. You see,
I find that a little bit just here. By the end of the night, it gets a little bit crusty there. So any tips that anyone can give you? I've tried gluing them, but I use the Dermawax.
Yeah, I've tried the Dermawax. I've tried the gluing. I'm using another one at the moment. I'm not going to release how I'm doing that at the moment because I'm still playing with it. So I'd like to learn how to do it properly first. But actually, I quite like to use my own eyebrows because, one, it doesn't take me as long to do my face. And two, not many people notice that I don't.
Well, I didn't notice. I didn't actually notice, to be honest. So,
I draw an extra bit on the end. So, but yeah.
Yeah. Fabulous.
And I've got to say, like, I've not just learned to be a drag queen. I've learned to be an entertainer, because before all of this, I've had the training from like the Butlins, the cruise ships, the hotels, and looking at other entertainers, not just drag queens, but entertainers in general. But yeah, no, I've definitely grafted my trade.
Yeah, and you are a very talented lady, Ruby. You really are.
Thank
and
you.
I'm very honoured that you said you would come on to my little talk show on Wednesday.
I've loved it.
It's been fab. I've loved it.
And I mean, you've broken my, my StreamYard. I've used it before and it didn't work well, but I've got to say, fair play.
Yeah, it's not too bad. A lot of people have sort of said it's not very good. I don't think it's very good when you're doing singing and that sort of thing, but it's very good for what we're doing. And I've used it a couple of times. I know last week, Dominique, I did Dominique Tricks, but I think it was more her internet. I don't think she paid the bill, to be honest with you.
Well, I was toying with that tonight because I'm in the conservatory. When we get bad weather, my internet's not great. So we've got an internet extender here. So I turned that on tonight and it seems to have worked fine.
Yeah, no, it's been absolutely lovely. It's been and like I said, it's been an absolute honour for you to come on to my little talk time show and have a little chat with me. And
can I just say a massive thank you to the Wow Bar as well for providing this service for everybody's entertainment as well. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much to the Wow team. And you don't forget, tomorrow you've got Gina Grigio with Drunk Makeup, and then Gina and Gypsy on Friday with Fairload. And then I believe Gypsy's back in her shed on Saturday.
She never leaves the shed, love.
She doesn't, does she? I think they just quarantined her in the shed for the 11 weeks.
Well, Ruby, people have said they've enjoyed. It's been a pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure.
you know, Etta, we need to go and see Ruby. Yes, we do. Paul said we need to come and see you. We do. As soon as lockdown's round, we're back in the bars. Definitely, Ruby would be one of the people that we would need to go and see. Ruby,
Well,
you've been absolutely fantastic tonight. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And maybe we do this again, you know, maybe face to face, and we'll lay a buffet on.
we sit on stage together. We'll have a finger buffet at arm's length.
Yeah, that's
But
it.
ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for your host this evening, the wonderful Miss Etta Buffet.
Absolutely. Thank
Bye,
you so
darling.
much. I'm back on Sunday. See you all soon.
See you soon.
Bye-bye, Ruby.
everybody.
Thank you, my darling.
You're welcome, darling.
Bye.
Bye.